What's up, guys? Welcome to the Make or Break episode number 7. And today we are talking Mortal Kombat, Funko Fusion, Beetlejuice 2, Ashfall, and Five Nights at Freddy's.
The world is going in all directions, like bottles shattered on the floor, and some want a cure for this infection, but the children fill their heads for more.
I suck at this, man.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
You are now tuned in to the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast.
I love it when you talk nerdy to me.
You were not supposed to get that one. That one was off the brand new Dave Matthews Band album, Walk Around the Moon, which I'm in love with right now. And I just want to say that I know you're a huge Dua Lipa fan, but I think you should put the Dua Lipa on hold for 1 week and give Dave Matthews a try, because I think you're going to love it.
Dave Matthews to try over Dua Lipa.
Dave Matthews over Dua Lipa. Look at how cool. Okay, I would like to do some more music style stuff, guys. Let us know if you want to do some more music style stuff. But look at this album. Look at this album. Okay, so my big thing is I'm like everything nerdy that I love. I'm really into vinyl. I love vinyl. And this vinyl is very, very special, because wait until you see this. Hold on, wait, it's stuck in the tube.
It's stuck. Oh, no.
It's stuck in the tube. Boom.
Ooh.
Look at that bad boy. It's like
that is a blue vinyl.
That is like the acrylic custom blue. I absolutely love it.
That is very nice. That's very nice.
Vinyl is a very expensive hobby, though. Just letting everybody know that.
Don't get me wrong. I do not disagree, because I actually just recently got into vinyl this last year.
Let's go. Let's go.
So there's going to be a component of my new setup that is like a vinyl station. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully that'll be in for the next episode, because I'd love to show everybody that coming up.
Oh, dude, we got to do vinyl collection episode.
That'd be kind of fun, right?
Yeah, no,
that would be kind of fun.
That would be sick. Not gonna lie.
But
how was your week, man? How was your week? What's going on?
It was pretty good. So we did the same thing together, right? Or not together, but we did the same thing this last weekend.
Basically,
it did not go very well, very well for us. We both golfed. So let's hear your experience at golf this weekend.
Your boy came out hot. We had a good solid starting hole. It was a great day. There was no wind. We put our first drive out there about 280 right in the fairway, looking nice. Had a nice little wedge shot in. Stuck that bad boy. We were flag sticking there. We stuck that bad boy about 3 feet from the hole. Nice little tap in birdie. I thought it was gonna be a great day. And then it just all went downhill. And I think for 9, I think I ended up don't quote me exactly, but I believe I was 8 over par after birdieing the first hole. So for you non-golfers out there, that's horrific. That is horrific. But as we like to say in the golf and biz, I got my money's worth, because your boy was out there swinging.
That's fun. That's great, man. And I was the opposite. We started out awful. Hole 1, we had a great, we felt like it was a great drive.
Yeah.
But however, we went to go find our ball. We lost both of our balls. We could not find our golf ball.
Happens.
And we think it's because they weren't, the rough was so deep, and so the grass just hid the ball.
Yeah.
And then from there, so we did probably 3 holes. We kept track of our score for the first 3 holes, and then we're like, nope, we're done.
Nope,
we're done keeping track. And then the back 9 was much better. We couldn't even hit it off the tee, the front 9. It was it was so bad. We couldn't hit it off the tee. We looked like we've never golfed before. It's why are these 2 people playing golf? They shouldn't be out here. But it was a great day. Again, no wind, sunny, nice and warm. But the back 9, when we finally let's just swing our clubs. Let's just swing it, not care.
Yeah.
That's when we started hitting bombs. And I hit a couple 300-yard bombs, and it was nice. That was a good feeling.
That's the thing about golf, man, is you hit you hit 80 terrible shots, and then you hit that one good shot, and you're like, this is why I love that game. Like,
Yep.
You're like, you're ready to throw your clubs in the pond. Like, I'm done with this nonsense. I'm never doing this again. And then you flag stick it like 2 inches from like 130 yards out. And you're like, I love this
Yeah.
game. I'm never quitting this game ever.
Right. I'm going to the PGA Tour. That's
Right?
me. I'm a golfer now.
That's all it takes.
Pay me the big bucks. Tiger Woods, here I come.
That's all it takes.
No,
is
it was a
one
great
good
time.
shot.
You just have to just go with your best friends. That's kind of that's all it's about, man. Just having
Yeah.
fun with your friends.
Let me ask you a question real quick. One golfer to another. When do you officially stop keeping track of score?
Oh, we quit keeping track of score very early that time. No, it's time. So we I probably hit 8 the first 3. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
8.
After 8, I quit. I'm done.
Yeah, 8. Shout out to my brother. I golf with my brother a lot. He's my best golfing buddy, and we love the game. We love the game, but we don't take it super seriously. We got a rule that if you get an 8, which we like to call in the biz a snowman, if you're dropping down a snowman on the scorecard, you're done. You're done. It don't matter. It don't matter what you shoot. 8's the max. 8's the max. You're right down.
The funny story with that, I didn't have a rule with that, and so the first time I ever golfed, like literally like I was counting like 13, 17. I'm like, I duff it, and I'm like, oh, that's a strike, or that's a mark. So
Yeah.
I was like, so my first score is like 158 because I like counted every little stroke, every drop, every lost ball. Like I counted.
Yeah.
So I got like 158. It was awful, and I am not much better than I was back then, but I can hit consistently anything under like 102 to like 95.
Yeah. No, I mean,
97 is
if
like
it-
my consistent.
if you're a so-so golfer, come out with me, because the worst you're gonna get on a 9-hole is 72, because you plop that snowman down and you're good. You can pick it up if you want. That's fine.
Right.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yep.
So
But-
yeah, good stuff.
Definitely.
I do want to say, I think we should do this right now, because I do want to get a little bit of this out here.
Yeah.
I think it's time for Did We Get Any Comments? And oh boy, did
You
we
got a
get-
couple?
Oh,
I didn't look at them this week, but
Oh,
I know you
boy.
did. Let's hear some of them.
Oh boy, did we get some comments. Okay. This is from our Bloodborne remastered video where we said that Bloodborne is finally getting the remaster for PS5.
Yep.
And I just want to throw it out there that Adam can back me up on this. I don't talk out of my ass. I don't just throw
Just kidding.
I just don't,
I'm just kidding.
like I really just don't throw out like clickbaity information and stuff like that. Like I genuinely do think that the source that I heard this from is good information, and I do think that Bloodborne is finally getting a remaster. So guys, I know you guys are looking doubtful. Our first comment is from Don B, who says, "Yeah, let's see if the rumors are true this time, unlike the last 10 times." Don, I believe, dude. I believe. I'm throwing it out there. I really, really, really think it's gonna happen. Just let's be patient. Let's just see. And then my second favorite comment from that video is from Declan the Helper, who said, "Don't expect a PC port. Miyazaki will kill to make sure that doesn't happen." And I 1000% agree with you, dude. So I do want to throw it out there that Sony does still own the rights to Bloodborne. They are never letting that go. So if you do want to play the remaster, it will be PS5 exclusive. So I'm
Maybe
sorry.
not someday though, because look at the games. A lot of PlayStation games are going to the PC. Like you have God of War, you have the Spider-Man games. Last of Us is on the PC now. It might trickle its way over there. Maybe not anytime soon, but I think eventually it will. Once Sony wrings out all the money from the PlayStation owners, that's when it's going to come out on PC.
Yeah, once whatever PC maybe Steam or something will throw a boatload of cash at Sony, and then that'll be a thing. But yeah, I mean, I hope so, dude. I hope PC players get to play the game, because like I said, it's my favorite game of all time. It's an amazing game, and definitely. If you guys get a PC port, I would love just to see that whole new audience experience it for the first time.
Yeah.
So I really hope there's a PC port, but not gonna hold my breath. But I am holding strong. I am holding strong in saying that I do think the information is valid. At the time of this shooting, Sony will have their little kind of to do.
Their showcase next Wednesday too.
Yeah. So they do have a showcase coming up. Maybe it drops then, and I'll tell you what, dude. I will tell you what. If they drop that, at that showcase, we look like ballers, dude, right? Like, wow. Like, wow. You heard it first on Let's Talk Nerdy podcast. Let's
Right,
go.
right,
That's going to be
right.
our big break. So,
Yep.
yeah, guys. Thank you so much for the comments. Again, if you guys want your chance to have the comments read live on the show, please drop them. We really do appreciate it.
On
And
any video, anything. Just drop
Yeah.
them on anything.
drop it on anything. We read them all. We love them. We super appreciate the support. And yes, to the very best of my knowledge, I'm not trying to spit out misinformation. I really do think that Bloodborne is getting a remake. So, but that was my comment
that's
for
your
the
favorite
week.
game of that's your favorite game of all time. So
It's
hopefully,
my
buddy.
yeah, it's my favorite game of all time. So I would absolutely love to get that remake. We will see. Fingers crossed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
good
those are,
stuff.
that's a good couple comments. That's a good couple comments.
Good
And speaking
stuff.
of our last episode that we were talking about Bloodborne, that was what we talked about in our last episode. We're also going to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
Because
Kombat.
since our recording last week, they have actually released the official teaser or the official trailer of the Mortal Kombat 1. That is confirmed that the name is going to be Mortal Kombat 1, and it will be released September sometime. I can't remember the specific date.
When will it be
And-
released?
September.
September 19th, I believe. Either way, the end of September. And I just want to
Yeah.
say, I don't want to toot our own horn here, guys, but Let's Talk Nerdy podcast called that as well. Late September release. Do you remember that from the last episode?
I mean, I saw it on Twitter before we talked about it, so
Okay. All
that's
right.
not us. Not
Okay.
us.
All right.
We would like to take the credit, but it wasn't us.
Can I still take the
So-
credit? I feel like I still want the
Yeah,
credit.
Dave, you get the
I'm
credit.
guys, I'm still
Dave-
going to take the credit.
2 gold stars for Dave's this week.
Because I did not look on Twitter. I did not look on Twitter before. But yeah, they did drop the new trailer. Let's take a
Let's
peek at the
pull
new
it up.
trailer. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Because honestly, a lot of stuff that we kind of talked about
Yeah.
did actually kind of end up happening, which I'm
Yeah.
kind of
It's kinda
excited about.
Yeah.
Again, guys, I apologize. I'm doing the trailers again today, which is why nothing works.
No, it's speeding up. Look at that was fast today. You already have it pulled up. You're
It
crazy.
was pretty fast. It was pretty
Yeah,
fast. here.
Bravo. Give it a round of applause.
Can you actually see this though? Oh, there
Now
we
I
go.
can.
Nice.
Yep, now I
okay.
can.
All right. It just took a hot second.
Yeah,
Okay.
hot
All
second.
right. Let's check out this trailer, guys.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and it starts off actually with that's Raiden.
Is it?
That's Raiden. Yeah, that's Raiden.
He looks different.
I know. He kind of looks younger as a younger Raiden. And then this is Kung Lao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then who's that? See,
That's
this
Raiden.
is
That's still Raiden.
this is the ooh, okay, but this is my favorite part. You remember who I
Yeah.
wanted to see? Remember who I wanted to
Melina.
see? Where's she at?
In
Get
all
in there.
her teethy glory. There she is.
There's my baby. There's my baby right there. I'm excited.
Scorpion.
It's a little Scorpion
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero action.
And I was expecting a fight right here. I thought it was going to be like a brutal blood
Yeah.
fight. But nope, they're like, or allies. And they shake hands. Or no, they don't shake hands. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the part I don't get.
Jump the gun. So
We-
I
we-
have some.
Yeah,
things
we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that.
And then Kung Lao and his god.
Oh, Liu
level-
Kang. Liu Kang.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Kung Lao.
Yeah, Liu Kang. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liu Kang and his fire god. And the part that Shang Tsung comes out here and just starts murdering everybody
Yeah.
in this moment.
This is where it gets raw.
Yeah. Oh, this take. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And the fact that sucking his soul out of Kung Lao.
Oh.
And then Liu Kang is like, nope, you are not. This is not happening today, and just stomps
Right?
him in the face. But this part is really cool too.
Dude.
Oh, the fire and ice looking, ripping Shang Tsung apart. Oh, dude, and punches him down into the bada bing.
Oh my god.
That's so brutal. But it's Mortal Kombat. It looks so good.
That is brutal, dude. That is brutal. Let's get the official. Yeah, so officially Mortal Kombat 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's in our blood September 19th. September 19th.
September 19th.
Yes,
Cool.
yes. Dude.
That's awesome.
Dude. Just wow. Just wow.
Right.
That, like
Definitely.
that.
Honestly, out of all the trailers we've watched so far, this one has got me the most excited.
Me
I am
too.
very, very excited about Mortal Kombat. I am not the best Mortal Kombat player out there, but I enjoy every single game of Mortal Kombat. I think they're all really good. However, there are some things that I want to talk about with this, and I'm not too sure about it.
Hit me.
So doing some research, and this is on the website, it's going to have cameo fighters. Did you see that?
I did read a little bit about this. Yeah.
Okay, so it's new to Mortal Kombat. It's been in other games like Dragon Ball Z Fighters. So essentially, there's going to be a roster of primary, like the main roster of like fighters that you can play as, right?
Yeah.
And then so the cameo fighters is going to be a non-playable other roster that will essentially help you in your fights as assist characters. So you'll have a couple moves where they come in and maybe like throw something at them to like help combo break if you're getting like destroyed and stuff like that, or help you create combos. And so I'm not too sure about that.
I'm not sure about that either.
Yeah, and like I think, and kind of like I love Mortal Kombat 10, but all the classes, it confuses me. It's like, which one do I want to pick?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's kind of going back to some of the stuff that we talk about in the past, is like, why stray away from something that everybody loves?
Mm.
And that's kind of where I see with this cameo fighter thing. It sounds cool because maybe you'll get some more characters that you don't get to see too often, but just not be able to play at them. But my thing is like, if you're already putting them in the game, make them playable characters.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, you've already made the 3D model. Like, you've already made the modeling. You've already made the move set. It's like, why wouldn't you just make them a playable character?
Right. And I don't, because it literally says like they will be chosen separately from the main roster of fighters. So these cameo characters are separately chosen from the main roster of characters.
Is it just like your main roster of characters, but like they are actually playable characters? Like, say like you're playing story mode and like you select like a main kind of like set of characters, like maybe you pick 5 and then like the other characters that you didn't choose are the cameo characters, but you could have actually chosen them if you wanted to.
I don't think so. I think it is a different roster. Like, so in Dragon Ball Z, you get like, I think it's 2 other characters on the side, and they have their specific moves that help with you during your fight. Like some of them, they have projectiles, they have a healing ability, they have a way to, like, I don't know. That's kind of what Dragon Ball Z is, with Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and I think that's where they're going with this Mortal Kombat 1 fighting, or with the cameos, which I'm not too sure about it. Again, I think part of the positive is that you'll have additional characters that you don't normally get to play as anymore. So like, for example, like when's the last time you saw Stryker? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's been a minute.
Right. And so like, is this a way that they can just bring some beloved characters back without throwing them on the roster? Which again, like, why don't they just throw them on the roster? Like, make it a massive choice list of Mortal Kombat characters. I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah, I mean, the capabilities of like next gen consoles and the PC now, you could literally have like a roster of 80 characters and be totally fine.
Right. And I think with that, it's like, what was I gonna say? Okay, so if your favorite character becomes a cameo character, like you're so excited and you see this roster drop and you're like, oh, sweet, like Kenshi's my favorite. And it's like, oh, I get to play as Kenshi.
Yeah.
And then you find out that he's a cameo character and I can't actually play with him. I'm going to be super disappointed.
What if, is this for main storyline only though? Like, what if these characters are actually playable in like online multiplayer, but for the main storyline, it might make sense that you could only pick certain characters because they can't just like build a storyline based on every single character in the game. That would take forever.
From what I read, is like it's not playable characters. Like you can't play as these cameo characters. Like at all.
Can you see how I'm really trying? I'm really trying.
I know you're really trying, but
really
from what
trying,
I read and what I've watched, is like like these characters cannot be played. Like aside from the assisting that they do in your game.
I mean,
I thought it'd be kind of cool. So like I don't remember, like when you play Mortal Kombat as like a duo, you can play 2v2.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if like you could do it in that sense, like 2v2, and you can swap your character. You know what I mean? Like in that, like, oh, it's like a tag team situation, kind of how like Mortal Kombat is. But I don't know why they wouldn't do that, or I don't know. And then some other things I want to talk about is like, So is Shang Tsung the antagonist, or is it gonna be Liu Kang? Who is the antagonist of this game? Is it gonna be a new character?
I don't understand if he if he created, I have a couple things. If he
Yeah,
created, what we kind of talked about was, in the end of 11, Raiden basically gave up his powers, gave him to Liu Kang, said recreate the universe whatever way you want, which he did with that, that ended up being true.
yeah.
Um
Mhm.
if he created the universe, why would he recreate this, like that end of that trailer where he's like, there's always something that we need to fight for. Like, why
Right,
would you add that like evil into your universe if you created it?
right. And so in the DLC, so the expansion of Mortal Kombat 11,
Yeah.
the ending is Liu Kang fights Shang Tsung
Yeah.
because they were supposed to be working together to kind of reshape everything, and then Shang Tsung like betrayed him, of course, and then
Of
Liu Kang
course.
ended up beating him. He takes the crown, like the Chronica's crown, and reshapes history. I wonder when he defeats him, and maybe he somehow comes back in terms of like an afterlife kind of situation, or he's stuck in the timeline and found his way out, or something like that. Who
Yeah.
knows? Or he brought him in like thinking, oh, if we have Shang Tsung, we'll have Mortal Kombat still and actually be the tournament it's supposed to be. And then again, maybe Shang Tsung, like, I don't know, maybe that's kind of how the way they're going to go with it.
I mean, I understand why they did it, because if like Liu Kang just made his universe and everything was like honky dory, there's no Mortal Kombat game,
Right.
which is, obviously that's why they did it. But
Right.
in just like the like, I don't know, if you just really think about it, like if you think it
Mhm.
through, it seems weird. But I mean, whatever. I'm gonna check it out. I'm curious to see the storyline.
Yeah.
I'm
Again,
also curious about this option. So like in the trailer, like did you pick up in the trailer where he's like, you have the option to fight as
yeah,
mortal
enemies.
enemies or sworn brothers or something like that?
So I had that as a note too. Are they gonna make it a decision based game? Like if you choose this way, this is what's gonna happen to the storyline, or you pick
Yeah.
like a or not Mortal Kombat, Sub Zero and Scorpion, and you decide to be friends. Like it's gonna change the storyline this way,
Right.
or this is where like it'd be very kind of disappointing. Like you're playing as Sub Zero, and you're like, I'm gonna pick Scorpion as my assist character through the, you know what I mean? Like I feel
Yeah.
like that'd be so lame. Like or like some of the main characters that we've known for so long, they become assist characters and they start bringing new ones in it. But
Yeah.
anyway, like I think it's gonna be kind of a decision based kind of thing. Like you pick this storyline, and that's kind of where I see like with the way the trailer was made.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping out for, because like it could go that way and it could be really crappy, but I'm kind of hoping that it like goes the other way, where it's like, this game suddenly has like a multitude of replay value, because now you can make different options along the way, and like you could, you're gonna get a ton of plays out of this game, because like the first time you could play it, you'd be like, I'm gonna join up with Scorpion and see what happens, and
Yeah.
then like some cool stuff happens, and it's like, I'm gonna play it again, but this time I'm gonna be, I'm gonna fight Sub Zero right off the bat,
Right.
and
Right.
just kind of see how it goes. So I'm holding out hope that it'll be that version.
Right. Or like maybe like you get to be on Shang Tsung's team. Like you're on the evil side, and
Ooh.
then the Liu Kang side. Maybe that's how it goes. I think that'd be really
Oh.
cool too. Like
Yeah,
you
like if
pick which side you want to fight for, and then again, like the decisions that you make affect the timeline as well, or the storyline as well.
Yeah, like there's an evil ending and a good ending, and if like you
Yeah.
choose to be friends all the way through, you end up on Liu Kang's side, and if you like
Yeah.
choose to fight all the way through, you end up on the evil side with
That'd be
Shang
really cool.
Tsung. Dude, that would
That'd
be
be really cool.
sick. I
So
think
I'm very excited for Mortal Kombat, no matter what happens, because they're good games.
yeah, no, they're great games. They're great games. I think they're gonna be great. So,
Yeah.
but
And
let's see how it goes. I'm holding out
Yeah.
hope for a lot of good stuff. So
Yeah, the cameo thing, I'm not too sure, but there are some people that are excited about it, and which is good for them. And I see the positives of like, yeah, we'll get these characters that we never see anymore, or maybe like characters that people don't normally think of, or like I'm trying to think of some off the bat, like Striker, like
yeah,
not a
like
huge
Stryker.
character, but just to like, oh, he's on the side of the game. That's kind of cool. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Um,
like you said, maybe it's characters like Stryker, or like just jumping to my head immediately is like a Cabal, or like
Right.
something like that,
Yeah.
where it's like, you know who the character is, but like
Right.
nobody's picking Cabal as their main. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he's not my main, but I like how fast he is.
yeah, I
As
mean,
character, I like
he's
how
a
fast he
good
is.
character, but like, they definitely have probably prioritized, like the top main characters.
Right.
I would think.
And I'm also gonna say, so watching a video about it about the cameo thing. One thing that I saw, which actually might kind of excite some people, so they say with this assist, they might be able to like do like cross like franchise the game, because a big reason why they don't bring like Street Fighter into Mortal Kombat is because they don't want their characters being shredded into a million pieces.
Yeah.
And so with the assists, like those characters will never be fatalityed because they're never actually in the fight. You know what I mean? They're not going to be. And so that's kind of where the excitement where this, I can't remember what video I was watching, but he's like, oh, that'd be really cool. Cause like you can have some Street Fighter characters in here that will be in a Mortal Kombat game, like a crossover between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. But like those characters just can't be destroyed into millions of pieces.
Could you imagine if they made it like super crazy, where it's like you could do a combo and then like Sega, like Sonic, Sonic comes out of the corner and just like does like a speed roll and like just he like his little Sonic-y hedgehog spikes just like cuts the dude's chest or something stupid.
Yeah, ooh,
that'd be kind of funny.
That or just imagine like or Peach from Mario getting fatality. Mario Brothers,
just
start like fatalitying like Scorpion.
Yeah, like Toad.
Oh my goodness.
Toad gets in there and like hits him with a spore and makes him like start hallucinating or like something crazy. That'd be nuts.
Yeah, but
yeah,
so
that'd be cool.
I think it has a way of being cool. Maybe it's again a refresh that I didn't know they needed, but maybe like with this release and the gameplay that they show, which is going to be coming out during Summerfest. It's been announced that so this is in like mid-June. They'll be announcing or having gameplay of it at the Summerfest. So that'd be kind of cool. So keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out for that. Like like we said, we're super excited. I'm definitely gonna be picking it up. I'm pretty sure Adam's gonna be picking it up. We'll be jamming on it. And yeah, if I got high hopes for it. It looks amazing. It's a Mortal Kombat game. We haven't gotten one in a super long time, so I'll be checking it out. It's going to be sweet. If you guys want to check it out, it drops September 19th, which I'm still taking credit for. I called it.
You did. You called it. You heard it here first, guys. Dave is the one that called the September release date.
You heard it.
Adam saw it on Twitter 2 days before.
Even though Adam saw it on Twitter, I called it. So
there's one more thing I want to say with this.
Go for it.
NetherRealm did it. Like it's like essentially a reboot, but they did it in the most perfect way possible.
Oh, dude, I think it's like again, not to toot our own horn, but it kind of went exactly like we thought. Like it is number one, but it's a clear follow up to 11. But they did it the way that they should have done it. I mean, they gave the fans that wanted a continued storyline, and they gave new fans an opportunity to jump in.
Right.
So
kind of like a restart of the game, but also a continuation of the story, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So
no,
like we said, we're super excited, and
and get ready to get fatality, bro.
Fatality. You know what we should do?
We should.
I'm going on a tangent.
I already know what you're saying. We're doing it.
We're gonna do a live stream of us fighting in. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. We're gonna do a live stream. Adam versus Dave, Mortal Kombat Showdown.
Kombat Showdown. That's the 30. Okay. All right, we'll do it. We're going to put a prize up. I don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah, we'll come up with that prize. But
I'm going to get a championship belt. We'll fight for the belt.
Ooh. Yeah, like a monthly championship belt. Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, we're doing
that. Or
let
us know in the comments what should our prize be during our Mortal Kombat Showdown live stream once we come up with when we're going to do that.
Let us know in the comments. So,
yeah,
my dudes, this game is pretty sweet. Another game that's pretty sweet. I wasn't sure if I was going to be super excited about this. I knew you were going to be super excited about this, but the more I look into it, the more I'm actually super excited. Funko Pop Fusion coming out with the game early 2024, I believe is the release date on this. This is a little bit further out, but
yes, 2024 is the release date, but it was a recent trailer, so let's just throw the trailer up real quick.
Throw the trailer up, take a look at it.
Yeah, we can kind of talk about it.
It looks.
I have a lot to say about this. Actually, I have a
I have a surprising amount to say about this too.
Yeah, and I was shocked. I was shocked that I was gonna be like, this is kind of a Funko like half like you know what I mean? Like they're not trying
Yeah,
very hard, just throwing stuff out there, throw it against the wall and hoping it sticks kind of situation. But I think they're
exactly.
putting money into this game and money into the future of it as well.
That's another thing. I was like when we were obviously we do a bunch of research for the show.
Yeah.
And when we were kind of, throwing around ideas like what's some good stuff we can talk about, and this kind of came across as like an interesting kind of quirky idea, but the more
Yeah.
and more that I started looking at this thing, I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is gonna be like a crapshoot, like a money. Like I think they actually put some good money and some good talent into this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's
Which
check
I
out the
have
trailer.
I have some things I want to say about like the developers and where they came from. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. But just right now, like first glance on it, it looks really, really good.
Yeah, it looks like they put the effort into like
And
the
look at all these
animations.
Yeah, look at all these franchises too, dude. Like we saw Shaun of the Dead, like this is obviously Jurassic Park, like
Right.
yeah, my favorite one's coming up. So, obviously there it is right
Back
there.
to the Future.
Little Back to the Future
Yeah.
right there, dude. So sick. I'm excited for this. And like, I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that one is.
I couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah.
And then what's going on here? Why is he like putting this
I
stuff
don't
in?
know who this one either. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of like things without or like about what did I just say? There's a lot of things in this. I'm like, I don't know that like franchise, but it looks cool. But there's Chucky right
Yeah,
there.
the Chucky, dude. The Chucky was sick. I like
And I
this.
thought this part is so it's gonna be a co-op game, which I think is gonna be super fun to have your friends playing with you in this kind of game.
Yeah, it's up to 4-player co-op, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
It,
obviously,
it seems very quirky, but it also looks really fun.
it does look really fun, especially anything to do with like the Jurassic Park and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I love all these franchises.
And I'm
What
a
is
big
this?
fan of Funko.
What is this thing though?
So I originally thought this was like the character from like Marvel, like Captain Marvel with the cat that like the I don't remember the name of the cat, but that's what I
Yeah.
thought it originally was. But so most of the franchises in this as of right now is only Universal franchises.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
Yep. So it's only Universal as of
only.
right now. Yep.
Yeah.
But so with this game, could it be the next Lego franchise?
I did a deep dive on this.
Me too. I think we did the same deep dive.
I think we did the same deep dive, but I'm gonna throw it out there. So this game is, and just let me know if I'm going down the wrong trail.
I need like
here.
a ding 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 ding.
Yeah, hit me with a little. Just reel me back in if I'm going
Yep.
down the wrong trail. But this game is gonna be produced by 1010 Games.
Yep.
And the founder of 1010 Games is John Burton, who is originally from TT Games, and TT Games is responsible for all the Lego games. Did I nail it?
You nailed it.
Nailed it. Mind blown.
And the head game developers also coming from
Yes.
TT Games to 1010 Games.
He basically cherry plucked his team from TT Games, who was responsible for the Lego games. So I think basically what we're gonna get is another Lego franchise, just this time with Funko Pops.
Yep. And I think part of that comes to, again, trying to tailor a new audience of players, because let's be honest, like I love Lego. Is it
Yeah.
as popular as what it used to be?
No, it's not.
No. And I think Funko is exploding to a lot of different genres and media of like taking your fan base to something to a higher level. But at the same time, Funko has had issues of overreaching and just throwing stuff against the wall, hoping it sticks. And I'm excited about this game, but just kind of the track record of what Funko's done right in the past, I have some. My hopes aren't as high as they could be. But
yeah.
again, I love Funko. I have over 300 Marvel Funko Pops, which I wish I had some to show in this episode, but they are all in storage until I get into my new house. But
Yeah.
I'm excited about this game. It looks fun. It's supposed to be an action adventure game, kind of platformy kind of deal. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
It does look like platformer co-op. I do want to touch a little bit on the on your correct kind of analysis of Funko. I do believe that they do reach them. They spread themselves pretty thin.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think just the amount of properties and the amount of like just just merchandise that they put
Yeah.
out is like an overwhelming amount for
Yeah.
most people, even a collector fan base.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think that has anything to do with the game. I think
No.
I
Yep.
think the game is going to be a standalone. So even if you don't enjoy like collecting the Funko Pops or like, you know, you don't really know anything about it, I do think this is a game that you can kind of get into. First game in the series, and it should be a lot of fun. And if you really like the Lego games, you're gonna love this game. And I feel like, you know, the Lego games, they kind of get like a, oh, you know, they get like a kiddie rap or whatever, but
Yeah.
like
They're
I
quirky fun. Like
they're
it's one of
yeah.
those things that's it's mindless. Like you don't need to like think when you're playing these games. It's like pure destruction. Just go around playing as your favorite characters. The first time I ever played Lego Marvel, like Lego Marvel,
Yeah.
I 100% beat that game. Like 100% got
Yeah.
all the achievements. I did every little side mission. I customized my characters. I played as my favorite Marvel characters for hours and hours. And this is when I was a freshman in college. Like I
Yeah.
literally like played this until 2 a.m. and people are like, "Dude, why are you playing a Lego game?" I was like, "Dude, why are you not playing a Lego game? It's
Like,
an
why are you
open
not?
world and I can play any Marvel character I want to." And I
Yeah.
think that's where this Funko could definitely take it, which would be very cool.
Yeah, and again, you know, we're kind of talking on like the, you know, sometimes you guys have heard me say this 1,000 times before, is like sometimes I don't want that like everything in my face, like just everything like explosions, and like sometimes I just want like a very chill kind of like relaxed game to just kind of relax and just have some fun. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what the Lego games are. Like there's that explosion and action stuff to keep you, you know, entertained, but it's also
Right.
just like, dude, you just load it up and you just have a good time. And like that's really what video games are all about, is just like a little relaxation, have a good time, do something fun. Like that's why I load up Wave Race on N64, right? You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
like sometimes you just want something. I'm like, why are you playing Wave Race on N64? And I'm like, because it's dumb. And like I just want to
Right.
like I don't want to do anything crazy. I just want to do a backflip with the dolphin. You know what I mean? Like why?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't want to mentally be like focusing on a game when, especially like coming home from a late night at work. You're like,
Right.
like I really want to play this story game, but do I really want to focus on it? Nah, let's play some Lego or let's
Right.
play some Funko Fusion when that comes out. So
Right. Yeah, like I was
so
talking about Hogwarts, and then, you know, like some people were making fun of me, but like, you know, I would play Hogwarts, and like sometimes I wouldn't even do stories. It would just be like I'd load the game up, and like my only mission was like I'm gonna get some like cool gear for my character, and I
correct.
was just like, for 45 minutes I'm just walking
Yeah.
around the Forbidden Forest, just like looking for chests. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
not doing
Right.
anything crazy. So
Yeah. And everybody, like you should have a game like that. Like everybody should have a game where like, yeah, you like to really focus in on and really dive deep in, and then you should have like, you know what? I'm just gonna play this game today just because it looks fun, and I don't really want to think about anything when I'm playing it.
yeah. I'm
So
excited for it. I'm gonna
yeah,
grab it. I definitely, you know, I know Adam's gonna grab it. He might have already pre-ordered it.
I wish I've not yet, but and so kind of going back into that they're putting the money into it. So this game has been developed like in development for a couple years now.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
it's not like they just turned around and it's like, oh, let's make a game. All right. I want the deadline is 6 months from now. It's been like in development, I think for like a year or two. Don't quote me
yeah,
on that. I saw it in the video or the article I was reading. It's been in development for a couple years, and like Funko has like partnered with 1010 Games. So
yeah. So I actually have some dates on this. If you
yeah,
actually go to the 1010 Games YouTube,
yep,
they posted an announcement on this in July of 2022, in which they said it's been in development for a year. So
yeah. So
this game has definitely been in development for at least 2 years.
right.
Yeah,
And then like the idea probably was even farther in advance. You know what I mean? So they're
yeah,
definitely putting the time to make it a game that should be again fun, just low thought process. Just go in there, shooting stuff, play as some of your favorite characters. I would love to see incorporation of Marvel, or I know like those are things down the line, but they had the licensing for all the pop figures and all the other Funko stuff. So please, please, I'm sure that will come down if the game is successful.
yeah.
So if
If
the
the
game is
game's
not
successful,
successful, I don't think it. Obviously, they're not going to waste their time and money into getting the licensing for a Funko game of Marvel if the first one did bad.
Yeah. The good thing about them stretching themselves so thin when it actually comes to the figures is they do have I would assume a decent relationship with nearly every single franchise known to man. So
Right.
when
I
it
mean, they're still
yeah.
releasing them for
Oh
every
yeah.
single movie that comes out. Like,
Oh yeah.
you could think of the most obscure movie. Chances are there's a pop figure for it. Like, there's a Jaws pop figure. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, the world of possibilities is basically endless. If
yeah.
they can cherry pick all these different licenses and get them to go. So, and I really like that vibe because it feels like I love the Lego games, right? So I love the
Mhm.
Lego games. I love the Lego Star Wars. I love all of the Indiana Jones, like all that stuff.
Right.
I like this idea because you're getting a taste of a franchise and then it looks like you're also like being able to step into other franchises in the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
game. So
Right.
you're not like dedicated. Like this isn't like the Funko Indiana Jones game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's
Right.
Indiana Jones the whole time. Which don't get me wrong, the Lego Indiana Jones is cool, but it's like you're hopping from Indiana Jones to Harry Potter to
Right.
to Chucky and like you're like
Right. And
jumping
that's
all
kind of
over the place.
like one of the best, like, this kind of going into the movie aspect. Like, one of the best Lego movies is when they combine Batman and a whole bunch, like the Lego like
Yeah.
movie. Like, it's
Yeah.
just Batman, just a whole bunch of random different characters combined into one.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Funko can take this for sure. And yeah, I'm really excited.
Like imagine if this game is you replaying all of the like the coolest scenes in all these
Yeah.
movies. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Ooh.
like they somehow get all of this licensing, right? And it's like
And then like, sorry,
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry. I'm like
yeah,
excited too.
you're like super excited. I know I'm super
Yeah.
excited too. But like, say they get all of these different franchises and they get all this different licensing, and it's like, your first level, it's like you're Indiana Jones running through the Temple of Doom, and then level 2, you're playing the awesome scene, like you're doing the hoverboard from Back to the Future, and then
Right.
3, like you're jumping all around these different franchises and experiencing like the best moments of the movies that you love, and I think that would be so sweet.
So I wonder, like, kind of trying to dive into the story, kind of like looking at the trailer and whatnot. I wonder if the story is going to be like, okay, so you're set in Jurassic Park and like you're going through everything, and all of a sudden, boom, like somehow like Back to the Future fuses in, like the fusion
Yeah.
of, and then you're like all of a sudden you're fighting in Back to the Future, and like the why am I blanking on Chris Pratt's name in that movie? Well, Chris Pratt.
Oh,
um,
Guardians.
no, not Guardians. In Jurassic Park, because he was in,
Oh,
the new
in Jurassic Park, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like his
So, like,
his raptor crew like comes
yeah,
out.
yeah, and he's like, wait a minute, what? And like, it just fuses together the storyline of these games, and they're trying to like fix their own storyline.
Wait a second, or is the fusion that all of these different franchise universes have combined into one, and now all of these characters are alive in one universe?
Ooh.
That could be it too.
Or we're just reading it into it too deep, and it's gonna be a separate.
Or we're just super excited about this game
Yeah.
for some reason, and we're
Yeah.
just we're just like kids
We're
in a
probably
candy
more
store.
excited about this than we probably should be, especially. But it looks so fun. It's again playing as characters that not many games have. Like,
Yeah.
when do
Yeah.
you ever get to play as Back to the Future characters? Like,
Never.
name a game you can do that.
Never.
You
It's
can't.
too.
You
It's
can't.
too.
And
It's
so,
too old. Back to the Future is cool to a boomer like me, but like it's not. I know it's not cool anymore. Like that scene of Michael J. Fox like riding around on a hoverboard and like that's not cool anymore. I
That's
know
not
it's
cool
not
anymore?
but it's cool.
It's
It's
cool
cool
to
to
you.
me. It's cool
right.
to me.
Well,
Yeah.
But like, what are they gonna do with Chucky? Like, they're just. I think it's gonna be very cool.
The Chucky would be cool too. I can't wait to see that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
I do have a question though, since we know
Yeah.
that there are universal properties to this game.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see in this game?
Name a couple of Universal things. I'm bad at knowing like different publishers.
I have my list. If you want to know my list and see if you agree. So number 1 is ET. I think it would be super cool to do the ET scene where you get like you're riding through the woods on the bike.
Yeah.
And then you hit the jump and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
across the moon and stuff like that. So like I feel like that level would be kind of cool where you're riding through it's like a BMX kind of level, and then you hit the main jump at the end. That would be kind of sweet. King Kong. I think King Kong is
Ooh,
King Kong
that'd be
as a Popco
son.
figure or as a Funko figure would be so sick if it was like Rampage style and you're King Kong and like breaking down
Yeah.
buildings and stuff like that. Number 3, Jason Bourne. Could you imagine being Jason Bourne Funko? And
That'd be very cool too.
doing all the karate and the fighting scenes, and then of course I gotta close the list off with and you mentioned it already. We gotta close the list off with Jaws. Could you imagine a Jaws scene as
shark
in the
in there?
Funko? A Jaws Funko Pop coming out of the oh my god, dude, that would be so funny.
All right, so after a quick Google search, I got a couple.
Okay.
That I'm super excited. That'd be super funny. All right, Despicable Me.
Yeah, okay.
A bunch of minions running around. That'd be
Bunch of
super
minions.
Fun.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Super fun. They do a Christmas special and they add the Grinch.
Ooh, that would be a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then sorry, I had one more that I had. Cat in the Hat would be a fun one.
Cat in the Hat would be fun.
That's the cool thing about this game is it's so you can do anything with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my last two. Ted, the talking bear.
Yep.
And then this one's just super stupid, and I actually don't really like these movies, but Fast and Furious, like Don Toretto.
You just got a Vin Diesel Funko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Family.
There's
let's count how many times Vin Diesel says family in his game.
That's the objective. You have to count how many times Vin Diesel is saying all about family.
It's all about family. That'd be sick. That would be sick though, to have a little Funko like if they took it back to Fast and the Furious, real Fast and the Furious movies, and you had this cool car chase scene that'd be kind of cool if you had a driving mission.
So, like I said, we're super excited about this movie, and part of it is because it can be anything, and they have such an opportunity to make this a game that new kids that love Lego could love this game too. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Excited.
There's a million of different possibilities. I want to bring up one thing though, and I don't know how it's gonna go over. Do you think that if this game is successful, they start introducing a different style of Funko Pop where it's almost like an amiibo that would interact with the game?
So I think that'd be cool, kind of. I don't want it to become if the game becomes a money grab to play certain characters, like a Disney, you have to buy these. If you want to play this character, you have to spend $30 on this one character. I hope it doesn't become that.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate truth with a game, or not game, just games in general nowadays, is microtransactions are in all games. So I sense that would be something that this game may add to play some characters that may not be in the main storyline, but if you want to play as, let's say, Jaws, you have to spend $3 to get Jaws. So I think that's going to be an unfortunate truth. However, I did see that somebody mentioned that why not integrate the NFTs that Funko has released?
Yeah, I did see that as well.
Yeah.
So is that going to be
I don't
another?
have any. Yeah.
I don't have any either. Is that going to be another cash grab though? Is it going to that's the only thing that I think can make this game go sour is if these, they come out with special Funko Pops or that are very much just about, you need this to do this in the game. That's where I think it goes downhill.
Right. But at the same time, if they start integrating it into their Funko Pops in terms of you're still collecting them and you want to buy the Funko Pop, cool, you can throw this character in the game if it's the genre of or the franchise I love. I don't want to go out of my way to go buy I'm trying to think. I'm not huge into scary movies, so I don't want to go out of my way to buy a whole bunch of Jason, Friday the 13th to put them into the game. I hope they're in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas if there's Marvel ones, sure, I'll buy a couple of those, but I don't want to have to do that though.
Yeah. So,
but
like we said, we're excited for this game. It's early 2024 release date. It should be super fun again, as long as they don't go the cash grab route and start making, Funk Amiibos or whatever they're gonna call them.
Right.
It should be pretty sweet. But I do have a question. Have you ever wondered what you would look like as a Funko Pop?
Of course I have. And we have that put together.
I have a very special surprise for you because I have made you into a Funko Pop. We're going to show that right here. Hold on one second, because your boy's still doing this, and that's there he is. Look at that. What do you think? You like it?
So I mean, it definitely the hair is on point.
Hair's
the hair
on
is on
point.
point.
Yeah.
The glasses are on point. And obviously, I'm not ripped, like by any means.
I
at
gave you
all.
muscles. Okay, but just real quick, ladies and gentlemen, guys, if you guys are just listening to this show, we are gonna upload these. These will be on Instagram by the time the show goes live, so you can check them out on Instagram if you want to take a look and see what they look like. But yeah, dude, I did my the hair is on point. I feel like the
I
hair is
agree.
on point.
Yeah,
Here's the
as I
thing,
mess
though.
with it right now.
You're kind of a dirty blonde, like a light brown, and they didn't have that option. And I was,
Right.
you know, I had to make the gut check of making it brown or blonde, and I just went blonde.
I'm glad you went blonde. I don't associate, or I don't claim my hair is brown. So
And,
blonde is good. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, see, I feel like we did perfect. The glasses, spot on. We gave him some
Right.
muscles. What you're even wearing the red shirt, so I gave you the red cape.
This is purple. But whatever. I understand.
I feel like that's red.
It is not red. It
guys,
is like a magenta, actually.
leave in the comments, guys. Is Adam's sweatshirt red or magenta? Because I just want to see if I'm colorblind. And then of course I gave you a majestic unicorn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Like, what the heck? I don't want a unicorn. Like
What?
Captain
Dude.
Bamacorn.
Captain Bamacorn.
I thought you were making fun of me when you.
I was not
made
making
this
fun.
character.
Dude, how awesome is it to ride in on a freaking unicorn, dude?
I mean, given the other options in it, I probably would not have chosen a unicorn. But let's take a look at yours. Let's take a look at yours.
Real quick, what would you have rather had besides the unicorn?
I mean, I'm big into photography. There's cameras in there.
I gave you a camera and a microphone.
Why didn't you leave it at that?
I don't know, because I thought riding in on a majestic unicorn was just like way sweeter.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
All right.
Let's
Well,
so since I thought you were making fun of me with your design, I kind of made fun of you and my design, and I'll tell you why.
you kind of did a little. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Oh, look, there we go. There's Dave the Elf.
Oh, Dave the Elf. Okay, but you gotta admit, the hair is on point for you.
The hair is on point, yeah. The hair is on point.
Yep. Unfortunately, there's not much else for the face that I could have done with you because you don't wear your glasses too often. And the reason I made you an elf is because you told me you're short. And so I'm like, oh, Dave the Elf, he's short. Because like you said you're like 5'6", which isn't that an average height in the United States for male?
It's pretty average, but like
Yeah.
it's
But at the same time, when you see somebody that's 5'6", when you're 6 foot and above, you're like, oh yeah, you are short. So
the ladies will attest to this one. 5'6" is normal, but 5'6" is not desired. We'll put it that way.
But in your hand, I put two of your favorite things in your hands. It's kind of hard to see, but the one on, I guess, your right hand, but the left of the picture is coffee. You love coffee.
Nobody loves a nice cup of Joe better than me. I'm
right. And then in the other hand is a comic book. Two of your favorite things.
It's literally the two perfect things that you put in my hand, and you know the objects in my hand spot on. The hair spot on. I think what really we're alluding to the fact that I'm wearing an elf suit.
Yeah, but it's because you're short.
I'm just saying, like, I gave you like a nice, cool like cape with some muscles, and I'm an elf, so yeah.
And you're an elf. But it's still awesome. So
if you guys celebrate Christmas, get ready for the Dave the Elf
remake.
The Dave the Elf Funko Pop to hit the shelves.
Right.
So, all right. So Funko Pops gonna be amazing. We made Funko Pops. Do you know what else is gonna be amazing?
Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2. Let's go.
All right. Let's hear your thoughts. Here we go.
Michael Keaton.
I'll let you start this one.
Michael Keaton is making a return in a big way. In a big way. We're seeing. Okay, go ahead.
And not just Michael Keaton.
And not just Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yes, not just
and
Michael
then
Keaton.
Winona as Lydia.
Yeah,
so.
Winona Ryder is coming back as Lydia.
Yep.
And I honestly think at this point, that's the only way that it could be.
Right.
Right. Like you're not excited about, like, you might. I don't even want to say this. I feel like when Winona Ryder could be replaceable, I feel like Michael Keaton is not. I feel like if they do this movie without Michael Keaton, nobody cares.
Right. And well, that is a point I was gonna make. 30 years later,
30 years later. This
do
is
you think that people are going to come back to a movie that's been 30 years in the making?
I do.
Yeah. No,
I
I
do.
kind of agree with you. I
I
kind of
do.
agree with you. But why?
I do.
Is
Just
it the
because
sole fact that it is Michael Keaton?
I think it's the sole factor of just like this is okay. So I don't. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna throw
Mhm.
this out there, and I'm probably gonna catch some heat. And me and my brother talk about this all the time. There seems to be a lack of original ideas when it comes to new movies, and I think we're constantly just getting reboot after reboot after
Yeah.
reboot after reboot, and the fact that they have gone the route of we are not rebooting the franchise. We don't care how old it is. We're just going to make a sequel. I think that hits home for me. Like I give them a lot of credit for that. And I know
Mhm.
that idea has backfired. Look at Dumb and Dumber and the sequel not remake of Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
It obviously
Yeah.
wasn't as good, but I still enjoyed that sequel of Dumb and Dumber that came out too late that still had Jim Carrey.
Yep.
I still like that better than when they did the reboot, and I think that this is the perfect way to do it. I
Yep.
just if you're gonna do Beetlejuice, it's got to be Beetlejuice 2, not Beetlejuice remake,
And it has to have Michael Keaton.
and it has to have Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder is borderline replaceable. But
Right.
but still, I'm not gonna lie, I lose a little bit of interest if it's not her.
Well, and then you look at the rest of the cast. The cast is stacked. Like
Cast
the rest of the
is
scat.
stacked,
Like
stacked.
William Dafoe, Jenna Ortega, Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
Justin Theroux, like that is a strong cast. And so I think they have the components to make Beetlejuice 2 a very good movie.
Yeah.
And funny story, aside from this weekend, so I made sure to watch this movie because I've never seen it until
You've
this
never seen
weekend.
Beetlejuice?
I've never seen it before
Let's
because I
go.
was like, you know what? This looks stupid. I don't want to watch it. Like, I'm not interested. I sat down and watched that movie like glued to the screen.
Right?
And I was like, why like what is about this movie is making me so intrigued and so engulfed in the movie? It was a really good movie. It was quirky.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was had moments where like that's super stupid, but I am laughing at it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't know why I gave it so much time of not seeing this movie because I'm kind of regretting it. I went 28 years of my life not seeing this movie, and I feel very bad because I really enjoyed it. And for
Yeah.
being a 1980s movie,
Yeah. It's
it is
really
really well done.
it is really well done. And
Yeah.
like it's exactly like how you described it. It's
Mhm.
a scary movie, but it's not a scary movie.
No, not at
It
all.
just has like a creepy kind of like it has that creepy like vibe to it where
Mhm.
you can see like, like with the special effects with like
Yeah.
them pulling their noses down and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like it has some creepy aspects, but it's not scary. You know what I
Right.
mean?
No, not
It's
at
like
all.
it's a perfect Halloween movie because it has that, Halloweenish kind of vibe, but it's still playful and funny. And I honestly just really love the movie. I think it's a great movie.
And this one is not coming out for a while.
Not coming out for a
The
while.
cast just got announced. So everybody that we mentioned it has just been like that has been re-released. But
Yeah,
I think
that
it's 2024 is when this movie's coming out.
2024. That's when the movie's coming out. And the cast, like we said, is stacked. It's Keaton coming back. We got Ortega coming off the success of Wednesday, and
Yep.
like Defoe. Tim Burton is also coming back to direct this movie. So that's a big plus. That's a big plus.
So I have something to say about that.
Go
So
ahead. Go ahead. I know exactly
the
what you're gonna
most-
say.
the most recent Tim Burton movies,
Yeah, I know.
not so hot. So
Not so hot.
hopefully he can kind of turn it around with Beetlejuice too. So
I think the new Tim Burton movies, he gets. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. I don't know if the properties that were chosen for Tim Burton for the new stuff that he put out were
Mhm.
necessarily the properties that I would have given him as
Right.
much as like I believe studios just think these are the properties that are going to sell tickets, and it may not be,
Gotcha.
like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is not a movie that I would have given to Tim Burton. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I could
Uh,
see I could see
Is it
how
though?
it could work, but
Like the quirkiness of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Tim Burton needs that like spooky factor. You know what I mean? Like if you
And
look
that's
at
what he got with Alice.
not really.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
Yeah, that's not that's not like that's a weird
That's not
fact.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, no,
It's not Beetlejuice.
that's a weird factor. Like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and stuff like that. That's a weird factor. He needs that spooky. He needs that like dark. Like look at Tim Burton's best movies. The first two Batman movies, they were dark. You know, like Nightmare Before Christmas, like dark. Like,
That's true.
Yeah, like Beetlejuice. You just Edward Scissorhands. Like these movies were quirky, but still kind of had that like gothy kind of like.
Right,
And I think
right.
that's Tim Burton's like niche
Style.
Yeah.
And his niche. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his niche, I think. So
Oh.
I'm super excited for this movie.
Yeah.
Would
Okay,
you?
so here's
go-
my next
Yep,
question.
go
with
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
What do you think the story's going to turn into? Do you think it's going to be like
So speculate.
Beetlejuice holding a grudge against Lydia and he's like, I'm going to go get her? But now he's, yeah. Let's hear your thoughts on the story.
Speculation on the story is that so if you guys haven't, do you want to see the trailer? You want to see the trailer? The
the
original
first
movie
trailer? Yeah, let's do it.
let's take a look for people that might not have seen the movie, because people might not have seen the movie yet. So basically what happens in the first movie here, let's pull this up. Again, I'm doing the trailers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Slowpoke. Just kidding.
Adam will be back in charge very, very soon, and we will all be better for it. I promise. All right, let's take a look at this trailer. So basically, this couple dies, right?
Right.
And they're still living in the house, and then the house gets sold, and these people are living in it. So they're trying to get rid of these people that are living in their house. And the way that they do it is Beetlejuice. Look it up.
Yeah. And with it, it's like they're trying to figure out how to do it, and like the people in the house just aren't getting scary, and they actually love the
Yeah.
ghost. They're excited about the ghost living in their house.
Yeah, they're like excited that they're gonna turn it into an attraction to try to make money.
Yeah.
So they're excited about all this ghostly activity, and they're just trying to get rid of him. But like, he's so
And then
good.
so
dude.
Beetlejuice is like trying to get out and like out of the world, and so he's trying to marry Lydia, it's the character that's on the screen now.
Right. So
And
that's
so they're all
how
trying to stop
Beetlejuice
him.
gets out. Yeah, that's how
Yep.
Beetlejuice gets out, is he has to marry out. So he's trying to marry Lydia and get out of this like kind of trap that he's in.
Yeah. It's so funny. So random.
So random.
But it is a very good movie. I was very shocked when watching this movie.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked it. I really am glad you liked it, because I was nervous. I knew you were gonna watch it in preparation for this, but I was
of
hoping
course.
that you liked it. So speculation is, of course, is at the end they're supposed to get married and they don't end up getting married. So I honestly don't think it's gonna be too deep of a story. I mean, I think Lydia is gonna be married. Because Jenna Ortega is playing her daughter, right?
I think somebody else is playing her daughter.
Who's Jenna Ortega playing?
I don't think that's been announced yet. One second, let me
I
pull that
feel
up.
I feel like the research that I did, Jenna Ortega is playing Winona Ryder's daughter.
You're probably right. I'm just blanking. 1 second. I'm pulling up it right now. Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
no, that's good. It's good to fact check it. But
Yeah, fact check.
I think Jenna Ortega is playing Lydia's daughter. So I think the premise here is going to be that Lydia is married, obviously has a daughter, and Beetlejuice is going to find his way back into her life, be not very happy that she's already married, and try to do what he can to break this relationship up and take his rightful place, is what I think the movie's going to end up being.
Do you think so?
That's what I think. That's what I think it is.
Well, so Monica, what's her name? Monica Bellucci is casted as Beetlejuice's wife.
I don't know then. That's
don't
what
know?
I thought. That's what I thought
A
it was
huge
gonna
wrench
be.
just thrown in your idea.
Yeah, now a wrench
Yeah.
just got thrown in my whole plan.
Yeah. So
now Beetlejuice and Lydia are just like really good friends. Like they're just gonna have a barbecue and stuff. and, like-
maybe I don't know. So, well, more trailers will come out. It'll start to tease some more stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
she is not going to be marrying Beetlejuice because he's already married.
What do you think it's going to be about then?
I don't know either. I was hoping
Maybe-
you'd come up with it. Maybe that.
Ooh, maybe Beetlejuice is married but isn't happy with his life, and he's
That's
like
a stretch. That's a
he's
stretch.
he's like lovesick for Lydia, and he's like confessing his love,
I don't think so. I think that's a stretch.
trying to win back the one that got away.
All right, Dave. All right.
That's the hopeless romantic in me. Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
I hope you find love.
He did. He's married to Monica.
He doesn't like Monica. I'm telling you, he doesn't like Monica.
right, all right.
Lydia's the one that got away.
I think it's
So-
gonna be some type of revenge story.
It could be a revenge story. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we'll
see.
come when the trailers are released more and more. We'll talk about it as they
We'll-
start coming out.
We'll be honest here. Like, I'll be honest here. I don't really care what it's about. I'm
Yeah.
just it's just
Right.
like seeing Keaton back in the Batman suit. I just want to see it. So
Right,
it
right.
should be a good movie. If you guys haven't checked out the first Beetlejuice movie, definitely check it out, and we'll keep you updated on what's going to happen in Beetlejuice 2. I do have a question though, since you
Yeah.
just watched Beetlejuice.
Mhm.
I would consider this a beloved Halloween movie. What do you think?
A beloved movie. I
Do you
would
thi-
agree.
Do you think this has Beetlejuice 1 has classic potential to it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
okay.
the crap out of it. Like I said,
Okay.
I was expecting not to like it. So does that bring us to the beloved but we hate it movies?
This is where we're going to get slammed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have decided that since we watched a beloved movie that we absolutely love, we're going to do a draft of beloved movies that we don't think are very good.
I hope I get
And-
to go first.
I kind of think I know what you're going with, but I'm
I
actually
don't know
not
if you do.
I actually am not a terrible host today, and I brought the coin, and I
Let's
just want to
go.
make sure you want Two-Face side or you want clean side.
Two-Face.
Okay, and I haven't done this in a couple weeks, so let's just be gentle in the comments on my coin flip.
Ooh, that's crisp.
It was crispy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you dirty dog! You're going first. Adam
All
gets to go
right.
first. All right, with the first overall pick.
My first overall pick of the beloved but we hate it movies. Number
Beloved,
one,
but we hate it.
yeah, beloved but we hate it draft. The first one is Avatar.
I knew you were going there.
Really?
I
Yeah,
knew you were going there.
I just think that movie. Okay, I'm gonna say the movie is not a terrible movie. I think it's a good movie. I think it is overhyped, and I just don't see why everybody's like, "This is the greatest movie of all time." I just don't see that, and yeah, that's my
I'm-
number one movie.
I'm gonna get roasted here. I completely agree with this number one pick, and I'm gonna throw it out there. I too also don't understand why Avatar is the greatest movie of all time.
Right.
Avatar is Fern Gully, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Here's my
Yeah.
other thing with Avatar. The second one is the same exact as the first one.
Same exact movie.
Like
Also 3 hours long.
for no reason. But
For-
all right, that's
for-
my first overall pick.
Yeah. So, and I just want to throw that out one more time, just because I know I'm going to get roasted in the comments. Avatar is Fern Gully. If you haven't seen Fern Gully, look it up and take a look at what happens in that movie. That is Avatar. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my first overall pick. I'm gonna get so roasted. Me and you actually watched this movie together. I don't remember if you remember
Yeah.
this, but
Yeah.
I am gonna go with Nosferatu. I know it's a beloved movie. But
Is it though?
it really is. Among like the horror community, this is like the creme de la creme. Like if you go like anybody who's ever been to like film school has had to study this movie. Like it's some like amazing piece of like work of art. And I get it. For the time that it came out, great movie. But it is a beloved movie that does not hold up. I mean, we were literally like
Picking this movie apart.
we were picking this movie apart. I'm sorry horror fans. I'm sorry to my fellow horror community that I'm doing this, but Nosferatu is not a good movie. Throwing that out there.
All right. I wouldn't take that as a pick, but you go with it, man.
I'm
I
going
didn't
with-
realize
I'm
how
telling-
beloved that movie
I'm
is.
telling you, in the horror community, that is a beloved movie. That
Okay.
is like the holy grail, the one that started it all.
All right, number 2. I'm gonna get a lot of, I think, bash for this one. My number 2, Forrest Gump.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I think Forrest Gump is a terrible movie, but that's my opinion. Everybody loves that movie. I just think I don't like it. Tom Hanks in that movie, meh. I think it's boring.
It hit me in the buttocks. Dude, are you serious? He was touching you, Jenny.
I don't think so, man. I did not like that movie.
Oh, dude, I don't know, dude.
That's not even the worst one I have on this list.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can't agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna punch a lot of people in the stomach.
Really?
But this,
it's gonna get worse than Forrest Gump?
Yes.
Okay. All
It's
right.
gonna be my 5th overall too.
All right, Adam's
Just
gonna
so I can like boom drop the mics. All right,
No.
let's hear your second.
No, my Nosferatu pick isn't looking too bad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with my second overall pick of beloved movies that I think are bad, Titanic.
Ooh.
I'm throwing Titanic out there. It's a boring movie. It's just a boring movie. It is far too long. It is very in depth with the love aspect of Rose and Leonardo DiCaprio. I just don't understand. I don't understand why it's so beloved. It's been the cliche of a million different jokes, like, "Oh, paint me like you do, paint me like you do your French girls," and then also the obvious number one thing is there was plenty of room on that door. There was plenty of room on that door for Jack to climb up there. I'm just saying, Rose,
fact.
move it
Fun
over a
fact with
little
that.
bit. Go ahead.
They actually did a Mythbusters on that. Or like I
Yeah.
don't know if it's Mythbusters, and they're actually it couldn't work
How?
because of the weight distribution. It would flip.
How would it flip?
Go watch the video. I don't know the specific video. I will, if I can find it, I will send it to you, and I will put it in the link below.
What if
But there's a video.
What if Rose got on this side and Jack got on this side, and then it was even distribution?
I don't know, man. I watched this video, and I was like, wait, no. And sure enough, when they both tried to get on this board, it flipped every time.
Okay,
I'll
either
send
way,
it to
it's a boring movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
Okay.
throwing it out there. Titanic is boring.
My number 3, I've said this in the past already, Lord of the Rings.
I knew that was
Yeah.
gonna be on your list. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that one needs any explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we know you don't like Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my number 3 pick. I am taking Singing in the Rain. Have you ever seen
never
Singing
seen
in the
it.
Rain? You've never seen Singing in the Rain?
Mm-mm.
Okay. This is maybe just because I'm a little bit older than you, but anybody who's ever been in like an elementary school middle class has had to watch this movie. People absolutely love this movie. It's literally on like nearly every single top 10 movies of all time list, and I put it on my list of movies that I hate. Again, I'm going to catch a lot of slack here. I hate musicals. Hot take. I hate.
You hate musicals? Like all
hate
musicals.
All musicals. All musicals.
All right.
I don't get it. Why do we have to sing about everything? I just like I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Hot take. We'll let you have that one.
That's a hot take.
Okay. Number 5. Or sorry, number 4. I'm skipping ahead here. My number 4 pick, The Fast and Furious.
I mean, that's okay. I agree with you.
Yeah, and it's not, honestly, the first 2 are okay. After that, no more. No more Don Toretto. Family is first. No more. Come on. We don't need 11. We don't need 12. We don't need 13.
I mean,
just stopped at 2.
Fast and the Furious is getting crazy. Like, they put cars in space, and it's not even about racing anymore.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's it's the Call of Duty of movies.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, just how many
Fast
can
and
we
Furious
squeeze out?
Fast and Furious is the more. Fast and Furious is the Call of Duty of movies.
Yeah, and the what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez. She's on the red carpet being like, "Come see Fast and the Furious. Come on, guys. How many Marvel movies do you need?" And it's like, dude, don't be giving us no problems about like in Marvel movies when we're on Fast and the Furious 44 and where Don Toretto has powers and we're putting cars in space. Like get out of here.
Right.
Nah, that's a good pick. I'm taking that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with my 4th overall pick, I'm gonna go Night of the Living Dead. Have you ever seen Night of the Living Dead?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Also in the horror genre, I'm kind of sticking with the horror genre,
Yeah,
I
I see
guess.
that. I see
Yeah,
that.
but Night of the Living Dead is one of those movies that like all horror fans are like, John Romero is a genius. Oh, it's the best. Like it started it all, and like I don't get it, dude. It doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up at all. And also, like, how genius do you have to be to just come up with zombies?
I don't know. You got to put it. You're putting it into live action. Here
I
we
mean,
go.
Like zombies. That was the idea.
Right. Not very.
Okay. Like I don't know if that's genius or not. Just saying.
Right. All right.
right.
My 5th overall pick.
Hit
Like I
us with
said,
a mic drop.
kind of a pun. Rocky. A punch to the stomach, man.
Wow. You really putting Rocky on that list?
I put Rocky on this list. I do not like that movie. It's
No?
again, it's one of those beloved, but I do not like it, which sucks because I love Sylvester Stallone. Like he's one of my favorite actors, to be honest. But I just don't like Rocky.
Dude, the part where he's punching a meat? Pop, 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 pop. No? Nothing?
No.
You're gonna
Not
catch
for
some-
me.
You're gonna catch
I'm gonna Rocky
you're-
is not a good movie.
You're gonna catch some heat from that one. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, to round off the draft, my 5th and final overall pick, and this one was chosen specifically for my brother. I love you, buddy. And you're gonna hate this pick, but I'm going Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon is garbage. I know people love this movie. I know people love this series. It is a beloved series. It's a beloved franchise, and yeah, people absolutely dig it. Mel Gibson could not act his way out of a paper bag. I just
Oh no.
him trying to be this crazy Riggs like it just doesn't
Doesn't
do
work
it.
for Mel Gibson.
It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me.
That's
The
funny.
only good one is the one where they brought in Joe Pesci, and Joe Pesci is the only good part of that movie. So I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm sorry, Lethal Weapon fans. That is a beloved movie. That is dog poop.
Dog poop.
Dog
All
poop.
right.
Okay.
Let us know in the
Alright.
comments below. Are these movies on your beloved list, your hate list, or what are some of your movies that you hate that other people love?
Yeah, I'm super excited for these comments. They're gonna be great.
Yeah, yeah.
And okay, just real quick, I want to jump back. Because we kind of skimmed over this while we were doing Beetlejuice, but I just want to say that I have a new notebook that I'm using for the podcast.
Ooh,
And the
handbook
new-
for the recently deceased.
The handbook
nice.
for the recently deceased. So if you are a super nerd like me, you know that this is the book that the couple in the beginning of the movie who died ended up getting, and it's
Yep.
like their handbook for how, what they're supposed to do in the afterlife. And I found this. This is on Amazon. It is $17, and if you open it up, it's just a notebook, so you can just you can just do your own. You can do your own thing. But I'm super excited about that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on. I was talking a lot about horror stuff, and I think
Yeah.
I just got in that mindset because the next thing we're going to talk about is a little Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Meh.
Nah.
Meh. Here's my question: why is this a movie?
I was thinking the same thing. Why is this a movie? And now I think I understand why this is a movie. So this is a movie. This is coming to Peacock.
And
Right.
in theaters.
It is coming in theaters,
It's
but
coming in both. Yep.
okay, but also just going straight to Peacock.
Yep. Yep.
And it's coming out on October 27th. So
Okay.
right before Halloween.
Yep.
So I think the play for this movie is it's gonna be a fun movie that comes out at the perfect time that I think is gonna get a lot of love in the beginning, and then is actually, with the Five Nights at Freddy fans, is actually going to do very well and could, lead to sequels, or could end up being like, a beloved kind of like a Halloween movie. I see the disdain in your face.
I don't think so. I think, granted, it's got a couple good like actors. It's got Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard.
Matthew
You know what he's
Lillard.
in, right?
Yeah,
Scooby Doo, the live action.
bro, get out of here.
What?
He's in Scream. If you refer to Matthew Lillard, you refer to him in Scream or Hackers. That's it.
No, Scooby Doo, Shaggy.
No,
he was a perfect live action Shaggy.
No, we skip
Okay.
we skip right over Shaggy. He
Alright.
was I'll be right back and Scream.
I know who he was. Yeah.
My mom's gonna be so mad at me.
All right, but so I mean, they have a couple good like actors. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't really hear much about those two anymore, Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard. But I don't know. I just think like I don't really like Five Nights at Freddy's. I think the games are boring and they're really not that scary to me. Like the biggest thing about the game is their jump scare.
Yeah.
That's it. And like, how can you make a plot of a game you're standing in one room? Like, I don't understand. Like you said, maybe it's for the Five Nights at Freddy's fans, but to me, bleh.
I think the first game, the first game especially gets kind of boring because like you're just you're just checking cameras and shutting doors and stuff like that, and it does get kind of boring. But I think as they've expanded the series a little bit, you did get a little bit more gameplay.
Maybe it's because I only played the first one. I was so bored with it, I didn't want to try the other ones.
I think if you've only played the first one, which is perfectly acceptable because I can understand how the first one would turn people off, but I think as you continue on into the series and kind of move for it, like they add aspects to it that you know, like add some value to it. So I do think maybe go back and like give it a try. Like they just put out that compilation of all the Five Nights at Freddy's that you can get, and it's pretty cheap. I think it was like $30. But yeah, give it a shot. Let's take a look at the trailer and let's just see movie wise. Let's just kind of see how it is movie wise, because I know you're not super excited about it, but I think I might be able to kind of steer you in a different direction. Let's take a look at the trailer.
I'm setting my ways on this movie.
So I like that they open
I
up.
like with the kind of 90s feel, like
Dude, because I remember going to like Major Magics when I was a kid, and like they would have this like animatronic stuff, and like you would win prizes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so you can see that like they really made it into like a real thing.
Right. I don't know.
Oh my god. So that looks like the Five Nights at Freddy mask. And then those kids there, that's important. And then this ball pit scene is also very important. It looks scary.
I'm just not feeling it.
It looks scary.
I don't bash on too many movies that we've been talking about, but I just cannot. I don't know why I can't get behind this one.
Okay. All right.
But
so do you know the story of Five Nights? Do you know the story of Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't. I have no idea.
So the story of Five Nights at Freddy's is that you know, obviously these animatronics are coming to life. But it has a lot to do, and I'm gonna tiptoe around this because I don't want to spoil the movie. It has a lot to do with Matthew Lillard's character, which if you guys have played the game and you know the franchise, he plays Purple Guy, which is, you know, essentially the main bad guy for this whole thing. And in the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's, 5 children disappeared, right? So their souls, what I believe is the souls of these children have been transfused into these animatronic robots, and you can kind of see that in the trailer. So like those 5 kids that are running in the woods, you can see that like one of them's dressed in all yellow, like one of them is wearing like the bunny ears. So I think that like that's a flashback, and or like maybe some type of like dream state where that represents the 5 kids that are getting, you know, that, you know, ended up going missing. And I do think it's going to be pretty good. Like you can see like in the trailer, we saw Bonnie, we saw Freddy, we saw Chico, we saw Carl. So like, you know, they have everything in there. And I do want to just kind of like throw a little thing out here, and I'm going to share it. So I don't know if you saw, do you remember the trailer, the ball pit scene?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the ball pit scene, you're looking up, right? And you're looking through the balls, and you see the eye, and then it flashes to Freddy, right? So they're making you think that is Freddy. But I'm gonna share this screen real quick and just show you. And guys, we'll put this up so you guys can see it too. This is the dark version, right? So this is what you see in the trailer right here. Yeah. And then they cut to that Freddy, right? So it makes you feel like it's Freddy. But if you actually brighten this up, you can see that that's not Freddy's face. So you can see, look at the rounding right
Yeah.
there. And then you can
Yeah.
also see there's only one eye and that there's an eye patch. So that, like, I think this is Foxy. I think Foxy is in this movie. And like Foxy is a fan favorite. So I mean,
Okay.
you could have heard it first on Let's Talk Nerdy podcast. I do believe Foxy's in this movie, which will make it all the better. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be exactly what you want it to be. You're gonna see a ton of Easter eggs from the game. It's going to be a quirky, scary Halloween movie that you watch once a year, right along with Beetlejuice and like Ernest Scared Stupid and
Right.
Hubie Halloween and all the stupid Hocus Pocus and all the stupid stuff that you watch in October. And I think it's going to fit in with that genre just fine.
If you say so, man.
I think it'll be okay. I
Do you
think it'll be okay.
So do you think what this movie is going to turn into? So yeah, like the theory is that these kids get transfused into these animatronics. Are they trying to save them? I think that's going to be the movie plot line.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna dive that deep into it, where like Mike somehow like unravels the story of how these characters disappeared and stuff like that. I don't know if they're gonna go that deep. It might just be like a jump scare kind of scary movie. He might figure it out in the end that it's the kids or whatever like that. But
Yeah.
again, like I don't think it needs to be anything more than it is. Like
Yeah, kind of like with Mario. That's how we felt about Mario, and that was a
Right.
great movie. So
just how we kind of felt about Mario. I do think that like this movie itself is gonna get just thrashed in the review section.
Yeah.
They're like the review section is just gonna thrash this movie. But
Yeah.
for actual fans of Five Nights at Freddy's, I think everybody's gonna get exactly what they want out of the movie, and I'm gonna check it out. So
alrighty.
should be good. Five Nights at Freddy. I will say though, not a particularly scary game.
Nope.
It doesn't really. It's like
There are much more scary games.
there are much more scarier games.
Yeah.
So much so that we have decided we are gonna do a draft, and we are gonna draft our all-time scary games. Let's go.
Yep. Flip the coin. You
Flip
know.
it. I already know what you
know.
want. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Ah,
Let's
shoot.
go.
And
I
I think
dig-
since we've played the same scary games, we're gonna have some of the same on this list.
I think
Finally.
we're gonna have some of the same on the list, but I do think my first pick you're not gonna have on your list because I don't know if you played it. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first overall pick, I am going to take Visage. Was that on your list?
That was my first pick.
That was your first overall pick? I don't think. Did you play it?
Yeah, you were in my stream when I was playing that game.
Oh yeah, you did play it.
Dude. All right,
Dude,
that's all right.
okay.
I know why. That's such a scary game.
Dude, it is such a scary game, guys. If you have not played Visage, that is quite possibly the scariest game of all time. I was in a weird headspace playing that game.
and the
it's
biggest thing with that game is they don't help you. Like
Not
at
at
all.
all.
You have to figure everything out, and it's puzzle. Like the whole thing is a puzzle.
the whole thing is
So-
a puzzle. So you are in this very eerie, just scary, just tense, like spooky kind of jump scare, like moment, and you are in it for a while because these puzzles are really hard, and it takes a super long time to figure out the puzzles. So
Yep.
much so that I had somebody in my stream kind of.
Cheating.
Yes, I was cheating. Like I was literally cheating. Like I literally had to cheat. I had somebody reading me a walkthrough to help me get through it. This
Right.
game is terrifying. Terrifying.
It is.
Okay.
That is your
good.
number one pick.
That's
my
that's
number one pick. Again, another game that I didn't really play it too much, but I watched a lot of people playing it, so I kind of got all of it because my room was dark, and I was trying to help you with this game because I knew a lot about it.
Yeah,
Madison.
that's my number 2 pick.
Yeah, see, like
I
we were back to back.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
honestly-
Madison again, another very scary puzzle based game with lots of darkness to it. So and a lot of messed up stuff in that game.
A lot of messed up stuff, and the camera. My God, the camera, guys. If you
When
guys
you
never
take it,
you guys If you guys never played Madison, basically you're in these you're in spots where you're walking through this darkness, and the only way that you can see things is with this old school Polaroid camera, and you have to do it with a flash. So the jump scare possibilities in this game are just crazy. Like sometimes you'll flash, you'll take a couple steps, you'll flash, you'll take a couple steps, and then you'll flash, and then it's like, "Rah!" and you're like,
yeah.
"Oh my
Very
God."
scary game.
Yeah, it's a crazy game. Okay, all right, that's a solid pick. I was honestly going back and forth between Madison and Visage. That's a good pick.
I knew those were going to be our first two picks. to be
Yeah,
honest.
first two picks off the board. Okay, number 3, I'm going the original Outlast. The original Outlast, very scary game. Jump scares galore. Number 2, not as scary, but number 1 scared the crap out of me. And you know, we've talked about Outlast. We've all seen the clips, so I don't think any more explanation needed.
Right. So that was my second overall pick too, or that was my
Okay.
third. So
Here's where it's
Dang
gonna
it.
get. Here's where it's gonna get interesting.
yeah, and I haven't played a whole bunch of scary games, but I have played. So my number 3 is a game. My number 3 is a game that many people call the scariest game of all time,
Okay.
and that is PT.
PT.
Yes.
I've heard a little bit about this game.
I don't even think it's available to play on anymore, especially on the PlayStation. I could be wrong, but I was in college and my friends were like, "You gotta try this." And every turn of that game it's like a loop. And
Was
there's just
it- Did it come out as like a demo?
Yeah, and it's called play testing. Like that's what PT stands for.
Yeah. Okay. So
But
it
it's super scary.
yeah, and then they took it down off the PlayStation Store,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. You can't
yeah.
even get it anymore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So
No, that's
that
a
game
solid
is
pick.
terrifying.
I wish I could play it because I do like scary games, and I wonder
Yeah.
if there's got to be like a Steam
sure on
version.
Steam. I
Yeah,
would say
there's
check
got to
on
be a
Steam.
Steam version or something.
Right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with my third overall pick, I am going to take Amnesia. Have you ever played Amnesia?
I have
you-
not.
Okay,
I've not.
this game is a puzzle. This is a puzzle based game. It takes place in a dark castle. It has everything to do with your sanity system. So
Oh, I've heard of this one.
okay, yeah. So this game, it's got your classic jump scares. But it hits you in a different way. And
Right.
when your sanity level, you can kind of like in Visage, like the sanity level, you got to take the pills to kind of calm down. You can see your sanity level just rising and rising and
Yeah,
rising.
yep.
And when you get to where it's teetering and you know that it's about to get real,
Right.
the tension that you feel, like I have to complete this right now, I'm going insane, it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, Amnesia. I'm taking Amnesia.
That was your number 3 or 4?
Number three.
Number 3. So my number 3, again, I'm getting to the point where I haven't played a bunch of scary games, so I'm getting kind of reaching. BioShock.
BioShock. Okay.
Yeah, BioShock
Okay.
2. I thought that was pretty scary.
Yeah, no.
Again, kind of reaching at this point, but
Nah, you're good. BioShock's good. It deserves to be on the list. Okay. Number 4. I am gonna take Eternal Darkness, and this game is amazing. This game is one of the most sought after games on GameCube, and this game again, classic jump scares, classic horror game stuff, but it messes with you in a different way. Like this game, there's a point in this game where the game itself fakes it's having a malfunction. Like you need to go to the GameCube and reset it. And when you go to it's timed out so that you're sitting there did my game just crash? And by the time you're I'm gonna go reset it, it'll wait. Yeah, it'll wait until you're close to the screen and then blah, and scare the crap out of you. Dude, there's a part in here where it's basically saying that your save file is getting deleted.
that's spooky.
Yeah, it messes with you on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You're just this game just throws you through loops. So yeah, Eternal
That's
Darkness.
crazy.
Eternal Darkness. I'm going with that.
Okay, I've never played that one.
It's a good
Alright.
game.
My 4th overall pick, I am going to throw it on there because you took the first one. I am going with Outlast 2.
Going with Outlast 2. Gotta go
Yeah.
Outlast 2. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a scary game. It's a scary game. I could have honestly put both of them on my list, but I took Outlast 1, so I didn't do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my 5th and final overall pick. I'm going Alien Isolation.
Dang it.
Have you ever played Alien Isolation?
I have. Not, I haven't beat it, but I have played it.
That's scary,
Spooky
right?
the whole time. Yeah,
that's
it's scary.
That's scary the whole time, and just like the level of the adaptiveness to the AI in that game is incredible.
Yeah.
It really is incredible. So like it's learning your move set. It's It's literally like mapping your skill set, and
Yeah.
like it's terrifying game.
And that's what aliens do.
Yeah.
All
number
right, so
5.
my 5th overall pick, Phasmophobia.
Going Phasmo.
Yeah,
That's a
again,
good-
I've played it a little bit, but I haven't played as many scary games as you have. But this one, it has jump scares. It gets your heart pumping a little bit. So
Phasmo's good.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, Phasmophobia. That's
Yeah.
I think it's a solid list of 10. I think collectively we made a solid list of 10.
Yeah.
10 solid games we got there. Let's talk about our last topic of the day, which I don't think is going to be a solid game. We have so much to say about that.
We were excited when we first saw the trailer, but the more that we did the research,
we were. Yeah.
And this is Ashfall. We're talking about Ashfall.
Ashfall.
It's been released since last year. Like, it's been announced since last year. There's some gameplay footage on it as well. But
Yeah.
they released a more recent trailer,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have me excited.
Yeah, I think we actually pulled. I don't think I pulled the recent trailer. I think I pulled the old trailer because the old trailer was the good one.
Right.
Yeah,
And
so let's take
that's
a
what I was
look.
excited about.
Yeah, let's take a look at the trailer real quick, because we'll be able to see why we actually got so excited. Because I think if you guys have only seen the old trailer, you're probably not going to understand why or the new trailer, you're probably not even going to understand why we would be excited about this game.
Right.
But
right.
I was kind of excited about this game. So you can see it's set in like a post-apocalyptic. So I was getting like a lot of Fallout vibes.
Right.
Yeah, this is gonna be like this is a shooter title. I love the atmosphere. I love this post-apocalyptic. I love the capybaras. Is that how you say it too?
Yeah.
The little capybaras with the little look
Horns.
at those
Yeah.
little guys.
Yeah. Look
Look
at
at
them.
those little
Just want to
guys.
squeeze their cheeks.
Yeah, those guys are cool. But I honestly thought this would be a game that you would be excited about. Like, this is kind of like right up your alley.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And then I looked at the recent trailer. I looked at gameplay, and I actually have something to say about the gameplay once we get past the trailer here.
Yeah, but you can see.
Third person, loot and shoot. Is that Kylo Ren? Yeah, so now, like, watching it again, it kind of seems like it's just not there. Like, this gameplay,
Yeah,
meh.
here's the gameplay. Do you notice anything about the gameplay?
it's made as if it were for a phone.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
kind of where I was going to go with.
It's very mobile.
Yeah, and that's where this game, so this game, it was more so for the mobile, is a mobile port, and they're just kind of throwing it in PC, and it doesn't seem like they're changing anything in between the two, which I think
Yeah.
is really making this game gonna flop. I think this game is gonna flop. Like you said, it's got the Fallout feel, and I heard it referenced as it's the Division without a budget.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this was a mobile game, right?
Right. Yep.
2009 mobile game.
I think so. 19, one of the two.
Or 2000, yeah, 2019. I'm sorry,
2019.
2009. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'd say 2009 would be crazy. That'd be
Sorry, guys.
an insane game for that time.
Sorry, guys.
But,
Sorry, guys. I'm old.
Overall, like you said, the enemies, the design, the environment looks very well done. It's just the mechanics of the game, I think, are very lacking, and they have to really change this if they want it to be a game that doesn't flop.
Yeah, because this is a looter shooter, right?
Right. Yep.
So that's kind of why I thought this would be right up your alley.
Right.
But now looking at the gameplay and kind of doing the research, it looks like they have not transformed this into a true PC port. Like, they really, if they have any hopes for this game outside of just making it like a 1 week, like, okay, this gets some love and
Let
then
me
it
try it,
dies.
yeah.
Yeah, let me try it and then it dies. They really have to up the production value on this gameplay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Especially with like the cheesy, it's got like that cheesy, like, you get shot and like the screen cracks.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so
that is,
stupid.
dude,
That is mobile games.
that is such a mobile game cliche, is like
Yeah.
getting shot and having the screen crack.
Right.
And then
And the funny
also,
thing-
yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it just doesn't feel like it's very refreshed or new. Like I feel like it's like this was a game that you'd see about 10 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Also,
that's kind of where I see with this.
the comments that I've seen about it is like, this is the game that encompasses all games. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen that?
It's got Division, it's got Fallout, it's got Destiny, it's got everything.
Like, it doesn't really have an identity, right? So if you
Right,
look through and look at all, like, I'm just gonna run through a very quick list of like the potential like enemies that we've seen already in gameplay trailers and in like the new trailer. They have giant mechs. They have like those matrix like snakes flying through.
Yeah.
Remember those things from the Matrix? They have dinosaurs, they have mutants, they have slugs, they have spiders. It's like how many
Pick
different,
one.
yeah, pick like how many different types of
Right.
enemies can you throw into this game, dude? It's gonna be crazy.
So not a game I'm excited about. They do have time to fix it. Kind of like when we were talking about Suicide Squad, killing Justice League. They delayed it. So hopefully they can really hammer down and change a bunch of this stuff, because as of right now, this is not a game I'm going to be buying, and I don't think a lot of people are going to buy this game.
I don't think a lot of people are. I think their only hope for this game is to make it a free to play, and then try to make it in microtransactions, and just hope that people get into it. But we just honestly, guys, I'm sorry, not a lot to say about this game. We were super excited about this game, and we just honestly, I'm pretty sure I know how Adam feels, but I think this game is totally gonna flop. And there's just been a ton of stuff of people talking about it. It's been, the topic of a lot of videos, so we did want to cover it and just mention on it, but it's going to be crap. I think it's going to be crap. If you're really into looter shooters and you've basically exhausted every other game that exists known to man, maybe pick this one up and give it a try.
Yeah.
Otherwise, avoid.
Right. That's our hot take. Or not even hot take. I think that's what a lot of people are thinking with this game.
Yeah.
And like I said, it just doesn't have an identity. And there's so many games coming out right now that do have an identity, especially with like Division Heartland, a new game called Arc Raiders that's coming out eventually. Like those are games that I think have those loot and shoot aspects. And the Division is also getting their season 5 release. So I think, or year 5, sorry, not season 5 release. And that's where people they're going to pick what they love. They're not going to try something that looks like it's half made and a piece of crap. So I'm with you with that.
This is exactly what we were talking about with Outlast Trials. It's like, dude, like know your audience. Know your audience, bro. Like, dude, Ashland, Ashfall. Do you really? I'm sorry, I don't even remember. I don't even remember the name of the game. It's gonna be so bad. But like Ashfall, do you really think like you're gonna be pulling people from COD and Fortnite and Division and Tom Clancy's, and like, do you really think you're gonna be pulling people over and being like, okay,
come on over, come on down.
I'm an Ashfall guy now. Like, get out of here, bro.
I'm main Ashfall.
I'm main Ashfall now.
It's the best game.
Yeah, it's the best game ever. So good. Yeah, not gonna happen.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
So, yeah, like we said, guys, not super excited about this one. We did want to just touch on it a little bit, just give you our kind of hot take on it, just because it is kind of a popular topic right now. But in my personal opinion, avoid. I will have nothing to do with this game.
Me either. So
yeah,
this is the last you'll probably hear about us playing this.
This is going to be this is going to be the last I'm going to talk about Ashfall. If Adam's got a hot take, maybe it comes out and it's actually not terrible. We might rehash it, but R.I.P. Ashfall on the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, man, good episode, dude. Good stuff.
Great episode.
Good stuff, dude. We are really hitting our stride. And guys, thank you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support with the podcast. We really, really do appreciate it. And like, honestly, we hope you're loving the episodes as much as we're loving filming them. And we're gonna have some new content coming, new stuff. And yeah, thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. All right, Adam, what do you got for him, man?
Well, as always, if you're not following us on all social media platforms, Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast. And if you're listening, hop on over to YouTube. Give us a little like and a subscribe and hit that notification bell.
And we will see y'all on the next one. Love you guys.
Peace out, nerds.